Hello, hello. Welcome, you beautiful beings. Happy full moon. Please get settled in. Get comfortable in your seat. Root those hip bones down deep into the earth as you lengthen your spine tall towards the sky. Press the top of your head towards the sun, towards the moon. Soften the face, the jaw. Release the shoulder blades down the back. Soften the outer hips. And soften the belly. Close your eyes. Be witness to your breath. This witnessing of your breath, what does this internal gaze showcase for you this morning, today? Honoring what's coming up in the body, mind, and spirit. Acknowledge. Wrap in the arms of love. We'll anchor ourselves into here. So take a nice deep breath down through the Sushumna Nadi, the central energy channel. And release this breath out the bottom of the spine and draw roots deep all the way down, deep, deep into the center of the earth. Connecting your grounding cord, connecting your roots to ground you into the here and the now, ground you into this present moment, and to keep this knowing, this feeling of groundedness to support you stay harmonized and balanced as you shift and move through life's experiences. Just as the earth shifts through life and cycles, as do we. And honoring as we are here in the fall, the leaves begin to fall from the trees. In this luminous full moon, we see what we release. Thank you for bringing beauty in this Mother Earth. On your next inhale, draw the breath up through the root system, this energy from the center of the earth, up, 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 up through the base of your spine, through your sacral, through your core, your heart, your throat, your third eye, through the crown of your head, and up to meet source, to connect with all there is, and connecting now with our central sun. And visualize the pillar or a column of light coming down from the central sun, cleansing each of these portals through the crown of the head, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the core, the sacral, the root, and anchoring that high frequency here on earth, anchoring in your highest of frequency and expanding this frequency into every cell, feeling each cell radiating at its most luminous self, feeling this energy cleanse and clear any low vibrational energy, anything that no longer serves you, for you to reclaim your full luminous form. And draw this energy into your heart. And continue with witnessing the breath as it rises and falls in the belly. Maybe you want to witness it coming in and out of the nostrils. Allow this focusing of your breath to keep your focus. If your focus begins to wander, that's all right. Just gently bring it back, focusing on the breath. As we greet this full moon energy, it lights, illuminating what works and what doesn't anymore. So we shed the layers that have come to their fullest fruition. like the leaves falling from the trees. We continue to wrap ourselves in the arms of love, cradle and nurture ourselves, expressing our luminous selves, our radiance. In ways we can do this is through cradling work, by acknowledging your strengths, claim them. Acknowledge the qualities you like about yourself. Claim them. Acknowledge the contributions you have made and are making. Thank you. Acknowledge the love you have given and received. The love that you are giving and receiving. May you claim it. Maybe you do this through telling stories or singing and dancing. Perhaps you sit with them in a silent reverence. As you release what no longer serves this full moon, may you rewire the brain body to acknowledge these beautiful aspects of yourself. Inviting in now your intention, your sankalpa for your practice today. Anchoring it into each of your energy portals, every cell of your body, your energy body. It becomes you, it is you. And then make your way into a child's pose to begin with. So spread your knees wide, toes touch, press your sit bones back onto your heels and bring your forehead to the mat. Walk your fingertips forward, grip the mat with your fingertips and then draw your shoulder blades down your back. Begin the breath. Send the breath into the sacrum, the triangular bone at the base of the spine. Feeling this blossoming between the buttocks, this opening like a flower. As you move up the back body, creating space between the sacrum and the lower ribs. Inviting the exhale to go through pursed and open lips. Filling the lungs, every crevice, every corner with the most fullest and deepest breaths, bringing in fresh, clean oxygen to every little satchel. Exhaling what you're releasing, what no longer serves. Maybe you want to do that with some tone today. Maybe you want to say it in words. I invite you to claim and release through this practice, however it may show up for you today. Inhale into the back of the heart, between the shoulder blades, fill out that space. Ready for open, receiving grace. Inhaling into the back of the neck. Making your way into the center of the skull, sweeping the air through the inside of the head, the skull. A nice deep inhale into the third eye. Take a full inhale, deepest breath as you can go. And then sip 3 more little sips. And hold the breath. As you hold the breath, move from side to side on your forehead, massaging your third eye. Activating and waking up the center so that you really may move with your attention. Whenever you're ready, you can release that breath through the mouth. So that you may know in every single moment what is right for you and you effortlessly choose and make that choice. Move in that direction. Pause with your head in the center. Inhale up onto your fingertips. Exhale, walk your fingertips to the left, tuck your chin by your forehead. Opening up the right side body, send the breath here. Maybe as you move from side to side today, you witness how you're holding different things on either side of your body, where you're holding different stories, emotions, experiences, sensations in the body. And as you witness them, see if you can support them to soften and to continue moving. This energy always moves. So the gripping on and holding produces stuck energy, which is against their nature. Last cycle of breath here. On an inhale, come up onto your fingertips. Walk your fingertips to the opposite side. Tuck your chin by your forehead. Send fresh, clean oxygen into this side of the body. Feel how the rib cage expands as you fill the side of the lungs. Nurturing all these aspects of self. It's reciprocity of giving and receiving and giving. Last cycle of breath this side. On an inhale, come up onto your fingertips. Walk your fingertips back to center, bow your forehead, one cycle of breath. And then on an inhale, come up onto your hands and knees. Bring your knees underneath your hips, your wrists underneath your shoulders. Press through all four corners of your hands. Fingers are spread wide. The eyes of the elbows, the inner creases of the elbows are pointing towards one another to the center of your mat. Begin with gentle hip circles. You can walk your hands one step in front of the other, so they're a bit more forward when you come forward in your hip circles. Just smoothing out the hip creases, the hip joints, and waking up that Kundalini energy. Feeling how this movement in the hips also activates your pleasure. What brings you pleasure? Activates your pleasure. Pause in the center, move in the opposite direction. Choosing the depth, choosing the size, the speed. We practice moving with intention and moving with body awareness. Like, what is your body's wisdom sharing with you right now? How is that informing your choices? Build trust with yourself by following through with aligned action. Following through what you know feels right for you right now. This is a way that you can really activate your pleasure as well. What brings you joy in each moment. Pause in this side once you've finished that circle. Moving into cat-cow, belly softens towards the floor, tailbone towards the sky, heart up. Exhale, press into the hand, tailbone towards the earth, belly button to spine. Inhale to leap forward. Belly softens. Exhale to press back, soften through the jaw. Continue with this wave-like motion and integrate the Ujjayi breath, the ocean sounding breath. Sweep the breath along the back of your throat. A reminder that this breath is so nourishing, really helps support calm our nervous system when we're going through challenging experiences through the day or feelings of uncertainty, knowing that we can come back to this breath to connect in with our intention, follow our gut, follow our intuition with what step to take next, what choice to make. Here we connect ourselves with all that is. Finish the cycle of breath and cat-cow that you're in. Then pause in tabletop. Engage your core, fill out the space between your shoulder blades with the inhale. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades down the back, lengthen your neck long. Tuck your back toes under and pressing into all four corners of your hands, lift your hips high to the sky, and then press your heels down and back. Begin to pedal out your feet by bending one knee, then the other. Inviting the awakening of these long lines of the body. Inviting this free flow of energy in and out. As we practice weaving these teachings and moving with intention in our bodies, we are rewiring our mind bodies to live in the light of our consciousness, to step out of autopilot. Pause in your downward facing dog. Press through all four corners of your feet. Take those inner pant seams and rotate them towards your back wall. Spiral those thighs around the thigh bone. Engage your core, draw your front lower ribs towards your spine. Shoulder blades glide down the back body. Really pressing into those index finger and thumb mounts here. On an inhale, look forward. On an exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale to lift up halfway, lengthen through the spine, shoulder blades down the back before you exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees deeply, release the head and neck. Inhale to lift up halfway, core is engaged. Front lower ribs draw to spine as you exhale, fold forward over the thighs, bend the knees, release the head. Inhale one more time, lengthen up. Long spines, exhale, fold over those hip creases, release the head. Press through all four corners of your feet as you inhale, roll up vertebra by vertebra. Coming up slowly, stack one vertebra on top of the other and just visualize having the most healthy, strong spine. It's in the most immaculate conception. Roll those shoulders on the back, a few circles. Feet hip width apart and parallel as you inhale, draw the full moon energy like you're tracing the moon, and exhale, draw that through your heart center, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale to step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot towards the sky. Exhale, place the right foot beside the right thumb. Walk your right foot out a little bit and bring your hands in front of the right, inside of the right foot. And just begin to do large hip circles here. You can keep your hands on the floor, or you can bring your hands up to the knee, your preference. I'm just gonna weave in the hip. If it feels like too much on the back knee, you can always roll the mat over, place more under the back knee. Just circling the hips, full moon circles in the hips, one way. Then the other way might be a bit easier if you open the foot even wider. Turn the toes out to the top corner of your mat, perhaps. Whatever gives you that spaciousness in the hips to move around. 3 more circles on this side. And then make your way, bringing your hands back either side of the front foot, walking your right ankle underneath your right knee, step back into plank pose, inhale, exhale to lower the knees, then the chest, keeping those elbows pointing towards the back wall, untuck your toes, engage your legs, inhale, peel the chest off the floor for cobra. Exhale to press back down, facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot towards the sky. Exhale, place the left foot beside the left thumb. Lower that back knee, walk that left foot out, perhaps even turning the left toes out a bit. Again, you can keep your hands on the floor here, or you can bring them up to the thigh. Just deciding what is right for your body today. However you want to get into these hip circles. Please keeping the knee behind or above the left ankle, not ever going in front of the ankle, just to protect the knee here and the ankle. Finish the circles on this side, and then shift and change into the opposite direction. Smoothing out those hip joints, bringing in some heat into the body. 3 more circles this side. And place your hands well on the mat. Walk that left foot back in, left knee over left ankle. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to look forward. On an exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale to lift up halfway, core engaged. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms, tracing the moon. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. On an inhale, lift the right foot towards the sky. On the exhale, place the right foot beside the right thumb. Keeping both hands either side of the front foot. Square your hips with the front edge of the mat. So draw the right hip back, left hip forward, and really press into the heel of the right foot and give yourself some more space in your right hip crease. Engage your core and lengthen through the spine, draw the shoulder blades down the back. On an inhale, sweep your right arm forward, up and back. I think you're tracing the full moon here. Inhale to come back. Exhale to come back, pardon me. Inhale to sweep the arm up and back. Exhale, right hand to the outside of right foot. One more time, inhale, sweep your arm up and back. Exhale, right hand to the outside of right foot. Step back into plank pose. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale to lower the knees, then the chest, keeping the arms tight to the torso. Untuck your toes. Inhale, roll the shoulders on the back for cobra. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot towards the sky. Exhale, placing the left foot beside the left thumb, keeping your hands either side of the front foot. Square those hips, left hip back, right hip forward. Press especially into the left heel to give your space in that left hip. Engage the core, lengthen through the spine. On an inhale, sweep that left arm forward, up and back, all the way to your back hip. Exhale to come back, left hand beside left foot. Inhale forward, up and back. Exhale, left hand beside the left foot. One more time, inhale, circling the moon. Exhale, left hand beside left foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to step to the top of your mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way to the mat. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale to press back down and facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot towards the sky. Exhale, place the right foot beside the right thumb. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky, clasp the right thumb over left thumb. Square your hips, drawing the thigh bones into your pelvis. Press your feet into the mat. Inhale, lengthen the top of the heart towards the sky. Press the arm bones back, lift the top of the heart, tailbone down. Acknowledging your strengths. What is the strength you are claiming right now? Claim it, call it out. If you're not somewhere where you can say it out loud, then say it internally. Maybe you have a few that are coming to the surface, honoring, acknowledging them all. Or maybe it's just one that's really showcasing itself right now. Grateful for your strengths. On an exhale, frame your front foot, step back, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale to lower halfway or all the way. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale to press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot towards the sky. Exhale, place the left foot beside the left thumb. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Square those hips. Scissor the legs towards one another. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Bring the left thumb over the right thumb. Feel how this pulling on the thumbs expands the lower back ribs. Gives you some spaciousness for the breath. Press through your feet, engage your core, draw the tailbone down as the heart lifts. Press the arm bones back. Again, acknowledging strengths. What's another strength that you're claiming about yourself, that you're honoring in your body, of your abilities, your energy, your spirit? Such beauty they bring to this earth, to our people. Thank you. On an exhale, frame your front foot, step back, downward facing dog. On an inhale, look forward. On the exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Clasp your fingertips at the top and steeple fingers so your index fingers are pointing towards the moon. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Press through all four corners of your feet. Lift the arches of your feet. Engage your core and draw the tailbone down towards the earth. Draw your front lower ribs towards your spine and your shoulder blades down your back. Inhale, lengthen the top of the heart towards the sky. Exhale, fold over to your left. Option to turn your gaze to look at the sky. Watch for that right shoulder blade creeping up towards the ear. Draw that right shoulder especially down away from the ear. Maybe try pressing the arm bones back slightly. Sending the breath into this opening side body. Allowing the luminous light to shine on this underside. One more cycle of breath. On an inhale, come back to center. Then on your next exhale, fold over to the right. Keep that core engaged, really draw the tailbone down as you press through all four corners of the feet. The top of the heart lifts. Watch that left shoulder blade from creeping up towards the ear. An option to turn your gaze towards the sky. Radiating your light from this side of your body. Showing and sharing your expression. It's unique and it's beautiful. 2 more cycles of breath here. On an inhale, come on up. Exhale, release it out, shake it out. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot towards the sky. Exhale, place the right foot in the center of your hands. Pivot the back foot so it's parallel with the short edge. Heel to arch alignment here. And then inhale, windmill your arms up parallel with the earth. Take a peek at your front knee, and please make sure it's tracking over your ankle. It's not tracking out to the outside of your mat or to the inside. You want to keep that right knee over right ankle. Eyes are over the front middle finger. Root down through all four corners of your feet, especially the blade of the back foot. Engage your core and draw your tailbone down towards the mat. Lift the top of the heart towards the sky, melt the shoulder blades down. Now see if you can bend more deeply through that front knee. As you look into your future, as you're gazing and you're calling your vision into reality, acknowledge the love that you're giving and receiving. Acknowledge the love that you have received and you have given. May this expression radiate from your heart, pulsing out, reaching to the far reaches of the earth, to our people, to our planet. On your next exhale, bring your right forearm to your thigh, sweep your left arm above your left ear. Always option to bring the right hand down to a block or to the floor here, your preference. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, sweep the left arm back. Inhale to sweep it forward. Exhale to sweep it back. Really, especially pressing into the right heel in this pose here, side angle. Inhale to sweep forward. Exhale to sweep back. Opening the left side of the chest towards the sky. One more time. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Beautiful. Your hands down on the floor. Inhale, windmill back to warrior two, either way. Warrior two. Turn the right palm to face the sky. Bring the left hand down the back leg. Right hand towards the moon. Press into your feet. Engage your core. Draw the tailbone down as you lift the torso out of the pelvis. Really reaching up to acknowledge this luminous energy that you are. This pillar of light that's anchored all the way from higher self into the earth. From your soul, connected with source. All that is. Evolved warrior. On your next exhale, windmill your hands either side of your front foot, step back, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale to lower yourself all the way to the mat. Untuck your toes. Bring your hands beside your torso, your forehead on the mat. Your heels are as wide as your hips or wider here. Press all 10 toenails into the mat and engage your legs. Inhale, roll your shoulders on your back, peel the chest off the floor. Really engaging through the legs, core is engaged here to protect the lower back. Shoulder blades down the back. Lift the hands. 2 more cycles of breath. Option to pulse the hands here as well. On an exhale, release your left cheek to the mat. Allow your heels to open to the side. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale them up. Let it go. Inhale, head back to center. Engage that core. Peel the chest off the floor. Lift the hands, now lift the feet. Press through the toes, through the fingertips. Really lengthen through the arms and the legs. The shoulder blades are gliding down the back. The tailbone moves towards the bottom edge of the mat, and the crown of the head, press through it. Like you're flying. We are through space. Gliding through life with ease and grace. On your next exhale, bring your right cheek to the mat, release everything down, allow your heels to open to the side. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale through the mouth. One more time, nice deep inhale, and exhale. Bring your head back to center, place your hands beside your chest, tuck your toes under, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to step to the top of your mat. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Place your hands on your hips. Pour all of the weight into your left foot, moving into eagle pose. Bend the left knee deeply as you raise the right knee to 90 degrees. And then you wrap the right foot around the left calf. If that's not available, you can always leave the foot on the outside of the left calf. The more that you bend the standing leg, the easier it is to wrap around the top leg. Honoring where your body is at and moving with that, please. Next, bring your arms out to parallel with the earth. Wrap your left arm underneath your right arm and bring your hands to touch. It can be either the back of your hands or your palms, whatever is available. If this feels like too much in the shoulders, you can always bring your hands to the shoulders. Your elbows are in line with your shoulders, and if your hands are together, please bring your hands away from your forehead so your arms are at a 90-degree bend, elbows. Engage your core, draw the tailbone down. 3 more cycles of breath. On your next exhale, release it out, shake it out. As you exhale, exhale something you're releasing. As you release it out, what's something you're releasing? Plane that you're releasing it. All right, back to feet hip width apart, parallel, hands on the hips to begin with. Inhale, actually sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale to step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale to press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot towards the sky. Exhale, place the left foot in the center of the hands, pivot the back foot, warrior 2 feet this side. Inhale, windmill the arms to warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2, you have your left knee over left ankle. Please watch for that ankle tracking out of the midline. Keep it over the ankle. Gaze is over the front middle fingers. You're especially pressing through the blade of the back foot, but all 4 corners of both feet. As you root down through your feet, draw the tailbone down, engage the core, lift the top of the heart up, and draw the shoulder blades down the back. Let them glide down your back body. Envisioning your future here. Acknowledge those qualities that you like about yourself. What are qualities that you really appreciate? Connecting with those now. Let them spread into every chakra, every energy center of your body, through every single cell. Acknowledging how those qualities really support you to create the life that you want, that you desire, a life that brings you pleasure and joy. Last cycle of breath like this. On an exhale, bring your left forearm to the left thigh, sweep your right arm above your right ear. Option to bring the left hand to the floor. Press in, especially into that left heel, to bring spaciousness into your left hip and draw that left seat bone under. On your next inhale, sweep the arm back to meet your back hip. Exhale, sweep it back along your ear. Inhale to sweep back. Exhale forward. Inhale to sweep back. So move the body through all these sacred geometry, these movements of circular, half moon, infinity symbols. We weave the sacredness of life into our being. Last one here, weave it back. Exhale to bring forward. And inhale, windmill your arms parallel with the earth, warrior 2 pose. Turn the front palm to face the sky. Bring the back hand down the back leg. The left hand now reaches towards the moon and the sun. Press through those feet. Lengthen through the top of the heart, then bend more deeply through the front knee. Draw that left shoulder blade down your back. And again, connect to your luminous pillar of light. This frequency that you're anchoring here on this earth by being you. All you need to be is you. What you're born here to be. Thank you for being you. Last cycle of breath here. On an exhale, windmill your hands either side of the front foot, pivot on the back foot, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to step to the top of your mat. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. As we move into eagle pose this side, hands on the hips, pour all the weight into your right foot. Bend through that right knee, lift the left knee to 90 degrees, then wrap that left foot around the right shin or bring it to the outside of the right shin. When you're ready, bring those hands into cactus, or pardon me, what is this called? Robot. Bring your right arm underneath left, bend through the elbows, bring your hands to touch, back of the palms or palms together or hands on the shoulders. Choose what's right for your body today. Elbows are in line with the shoulders, hands are away from the face. Engage that core, draw the tailbone down. Watch those shoulders from creeping up to the ears, draw the shoulder blades down the back. Do a scan through your body and see if there's any places that you're gripping that you don't need to, like tension in the face or the jaw. 3 more cycles of breath here. Claim one of your qualities. Maybe claim it out loud. And as we exhale to release, claim what you're releasing. Exhale, release, claim it out. Release it out. Shake it out. Nice. Feet hip width apart and parallel. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to step back, downward facing dog. Pause in your downward facing dog. Press through all 4 corners of your feet. Bring your focus to those inner pec seams and rotate them towards the back wall, blossoming your buttocks. Draw your tailbone down as you engage your core. Draw those front lower ribs towards the spine and glide your shoulder blades down your back body. Check in with your hands. Make sure all 4 corners are pressed into the mat, especially that index finger mound and thumb mound. On an inhale, lift the right foot towards the sky. Bend through the right knee and then draw the right foot towards the left ear, keeping your shoulders parallel with the front edge of the mat, please. So watch the left shoulder can tend to move back and the right shoulder move forward. Re-engage them so they stay parallel with the front edge of the mat. We're moving towards stacking the right hip over the left hip, but wherever your body is, appreciate and acknowledge. One more cycle of breath like this. Then as you exhale, bring your right foot towards the floor behind you. Lift your right arm off of the mat and sweep it up towards the sky and back for a wild thing. 2 more cycles of breath here. Open the heart, press through the feet.
On an exhale, bring your right hand back down to the mat, lift your right foot towards the sky, and place the right foot beside the left foot. Pause in your downward facing dog. Re-engage. Press through all 4 feet. Inner spiral the thighs. Engage the core. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Sides of the neck nice and long. Press through all 4 corners of the hand. Inhale with the left foot towards the sky. Bend through the left knee, bring the left foot towards the right ear this time. This side, keeping those shoulders parallel the front edge of the mat, moving towards stacking, maybe lifting the left knee higher towards the sky. Draw those shoulder blades down and back. 2 more cycles of breath here before we move into Wild Thing. On an exhale, bring that left foot to the back side, lift the left arm towards the sky, opening up the chest, really press through those feet, lift the hips towards the sky, opening the heart to receiving the love. Last cycle of breath. On an exhale, bring your left hand back down to the mat, lift your left foot up to the sky, bring the left foot to meet the right foot. Inhale, exhale, bring your knees to the mat. Untuck your toes, keeping your legs side by side, come to seated on your heels for this variation of child's pose. Bring your forehead to the earth and your arms either side of your legs. So your fingertips are pointing towards the back edge of the mat, palms face the sky. Nice, deep, nourishing breaths here. Option to exhale and release anything that needs to be released out of the mouth. And continue with your Ujjayi breath. Checking and doing a scan through the body. Beware if you're gripping or holding any tension anywhere. And to use the breath to release that. On your next inhale, roll up to seated on your heels. Pause for 3 cycles of breath here in Hero's Pose. Soften the face and the jaw. Soften the shoulders, the belly. And soften the space between the sit bones and the genitals. Always welcome to bring in horse lips or hum in here, as our pelvis is also connected to our throat and our jaw. Working these 2 together helps release one or the other for both. Bring your hips to one side or the other. Sweep your legs out in front of you. Place your feet on the floor. Bring your arms parallel with the earth. Engage your core. Exhale, roll out vertebrae by vertebrae. You come to recline on your mat, walking your heels in towards your sit bones. Your feet are hip width apart. We're preparing for bridge pose. Your feet are parallel. On your next inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips to the sky, walk one shoulder blade under and then the other. Really lift those hips towards the sky. Draw those inner thighs down towards the mat and see how that brings your sit bones wider apart. So your tailbone and your spine has more space to move down as you arch your spine here. Press into the back of the skull. Last cycle of breath here. On an exhale, walk one shoulder blade out, then the other, and roll out vertebrae by vertebrae until your spine is lengthened on the mat again. Bring your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins, and press your shins into arms and arms into shins. And then bring your feet back to the mat. Walk your heels in towards your sit bones again. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Moving back up into bridge pose with the clasp behind the back. On your next inhale, Press your hips towards the sky. Walk those shoulder blades under and clasp your hands behind your back, pressing your arm bones and hands into the mat as you reach your hips towards the sky. You're tracking the top of your knees towards the bottom edge of your mat, and you're pressing especially into those big toe mounts. So watch for your knees splaying out to the side. You're rolling out to the outside of your feet here. We're drawing the midline in and down as the belly rises and the heart meets your throat chakra. Last cycle of breath here. Release the hands, walk one shoulder blade out, then the other, roll out vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins, press your shins into arms and arms into shins, and just gently rock from left to right, right to left. Lengthen your left leg long on your mat and bring your arms on top of your right shin. Draw your right knee in towards your right armpit, flex both feet. Soften the jaw, release the shoulder blades down, soften the face. On an inhale, lift the right foot towards the sky, draw that right leg towards you, and that outer right hip down towards the bottom edge of your mat. Point and flex the foot. Rotate in one direction, and then the other. And then pause in the center with your foot flexed. Bring your left arm out to airplane or cactus. Turn your toes, right toes out to the right, and then begin to lower your right leg towards the floor. You can use your arm and hand as a kickstand here. If you have a strap, you can put a strap around the ball of your foot and hold the strap with your right hand. Now press through both feet. Really engage your legs by pressing through both feet. And then engage the left quadricep muscle as you press through the right foot. Core is also engaged here. 3 more cycles of breath. Once those 3 cycles of breath are complete, bring that right foot back to center, bring your right arm out to airplane or cactus, and then bring the right foot across the torso, keeping the hips on the earth. Go as far as your leg will allow. If you want a bit of a deeper stretch, you can bring the left hand to the back of the left thigh, or place the strap on the ball of the left foot, and draw that left leg towards you. Really press through all 4 corners of the lifted leg, foot. That will also help bring more an opening all the way from the hip, the outer leg into the foot, adductor muscles, IT band. Draw that outer right hip down towards the bottom edge of the mat. Watch for it creeping up towards your armpit. 1 more cycle of breath here. On an inhale, bring it back to center. Release that right foot to the floor. Bring the left knee into the chest. Clasp the hand along the left shin, this time opposite index finger on top. Lengthen through the right leg. Both feet are flexed as you draw that left knee into left armpit. Core is engaged. Practice softening any areas of the body that do not need to be in tension right now. The face, the shoulders, hips perhaps, the buttocks. On an inhale, lift the left leg towards the sky. Draw that left leg towards you, outer left hip down towards the bottom edge of your mat. Point and flex the foot.
rotated in one direction, and then the other. Release the right arm out to airplane or cactus, turn the left toes out to the left, and then begin to lower the left leg towards the floor, using the left arm as a kickstand or using a strap or a blanket or even a sweater you can wrap around your ball of your foot to hold with your left hand if you'd like. Either way, engage that core. Press through both feet at the same time. Engage that right quadricep muscle, the right thigh muscle as you press through the left foot. Soften through the face, through the jaw. Soften through the shoulders. And honoring and acknowledging the contributions you bring to this life. Thank you for the work that you do in your business, your career, your life, on yourself especially. The work that you do on yourself contributes to the healing of all our people on our planet, so thank you. On an inhale, bring your foot back to center. Bring the left arm out to airplane or cactus, and then bring the left leg across the torso. Flexing that foot. Option to bring the right hand on the leg to draw it towards you, or use a strap or a towel or a sweater on top of the ball of the left foot. Bringing that outer left hip towards the bottom edge of your mat. Watch for it creeping up here. Engage your core. Check in with the face and the jaw. Soften where you do not need to hold tension right now. As you slow down in your practice and you move with intention, you become aware of the areas of the body that are holding tension unintentionally, clenching or something. And you can practice releasing them so that when that happens throughout your day, you become aware of it more quickly and easily release. On an inhale, bring that left foot back to center. Bring that left foot to the floor. Bring both knees into your chest. Spread your knees wide. Bring your arms inside of your legs and your hands outside of your feet for happy baby. Press your hands into your feet and your feet into your hands. And then press through your sit bones and through the crown of your head at the same time. Shoulder blades down. Option to stay stable, or you can rock from right to left, left to right. Maybe you want to lengthen one leg and then the other, or both. Playing your happy baby, whatever feels super nourishing and pleasurable for you right now, brings you joy. If it's too much to ever hold the top of the feet, you can always bring your hands behind the thighs and just hold the back of the thighs. Same action, continuing to press through the sit bones and the crown of the head. Pause and child's pose, moving into Shavasana, lengthening one leg on the mat, then the other. Really walk those legs, those feet towards the bottom edge of your mat, giving as much space in your hips as possible. Your heels are wider than your hips, your toes fall open to the side. Your arms are out beside your torso, palms face the sky. Your shoulder blades are even underneath your back. Soften the forehead and the eyebrows. Release. Release the lower jaw away from the upper jaw and soften. Allow the eyeballs to sink back into their eye sockets. And relax your tongue. Assimilate and integrate all these life experiences and these lessons. This full moon. As you release the rest. this reciprocity of giving and receiving and receiving and giving. Is your natural state of being. Allow the energy to fluidly flow. Begin to deepen your breath. Coming back to your body, mind, and spirit connected as one. Take a deep breath into your belly, igniting your personal power. And exhale, activate it through every cell of your body and all your energy, moving your fingers and your toes. On an inhale, sweep your arms above your head and give your body a nice long stretch. Oh, waking up to every opportunity that exists in every moment for you. Bring your knees into your chest and roll over onto your side. Pausing for a moment with Pachamama. Thank you, sweet mother. Thank you for never leaving us. Thank you for teaching us to live with your love, light, and honor. Thank you for teaching us about reciprocity between you and all of our relations. Okay. Press into your hands and make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes when you get there and place your hands together at heart center in prayer pose. Gently tuck your chin and bow your forehead towards your fingertips in reverence for everything you're acknowledging in yourself today. What beauty, what radiance. It's an absolute honor to share this time and space with you and witness your radiance. Thank you. Namaste.